Hi guys, Paul here from Make That Sea Change with you once again. Today we're going to talk about how to sell books online. Yep, books. Books. Quite an interesting one I found writing this one because everyone will say, oh, no one reads books anymore. It's all done online. We read our news online, we read our books online, and we read all our information and spend our time on YouTube and all those sorts of things. But interestingly enough, books are still a massive market. There's still a big call for books. People still read books. In the post I wrote about a barbecue I was at the weekend, which absolutely that conversation went on for about half an hour about what books people buy. They've set up their own book swap club around our local community, all those sort of things. There's a couple of bookstores. We live in a rural area here, and there's a couple of bookstores in the local town, and they're always chockers. There's always people in there left, right and centre. So books are popular. And I did a little bit of research, and the only site I could find that had actual figures. A lot of sites talked about how many people, there's lots of books, but over half of book sales from what I can find worldwide, are done online. And I think that's because people don't need to feel them. They need to touch them. It's not like if you're buying a dress, you really want to see how it feels on. If you're buying electronics, you might want to see how it looks and feels and how heavy it is and all that sort of stuff. But with books, you know what a book looks like, and you know what a book feels like. So people are willing to purchase them online. So to be honest, if you have an interest in books, whatever niche, sub-niche of books it could be, whether romance or fiction, non-fiction, cookbooks, travel books, children's books, teen books, tween books, books for gaming, books for whatever, they're a great thing that you can start to promote either on their own or as a leader to something else. I mean, if any of you are familiar with Russell Brunson and those guys, they will give away books as a means of getting you into their coaching programs and things like that. So books are a very powerful marketing tool, regardless of how you use them. So let's start as usual though with our figures. I did some searches, and it's in the post, obviously you can see that. I've done some searches to see if people are interested in buying books online. Over 7,000 odd searches when I stopped counting all the variations in my keyword tool, which is Jaxie. And then looking at cookbooks, there was quite a good demand for that. And then interestingly enough, the site that had the search command, that had the largest results from what I found was used books. So used books is a massive market, and it opens up a whole new category of product that you can look at and a way that you can sell them. Used books are cheap. Our local markets, you can buy 6 for $1. And some of them are actually there's a lot of autobiographies in there, sportsmen and actors and things like that. So there's no reason why you couldn't pick them up cheap and then resell them online through your own site. I think it's a very good way to make some money if you're interested in that. And trends for that, obviously, maintained over the last 5 years. There's spikes. I tried to look at the around the times. Normally, you can, in some things like electronics and gifts and that, you can see a big spike at Christmas time. There's a couple of spikes here. I'd say Christmas, things like Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, maybe all those sort of things would cause little spikes as well. So there's some good seasonal opportunities for books as well. I received a book from my daughter for Christmas last year. It was on an autobiography of a football player, and I quite enjoyed it. So there's a lot of opportunity there for books. And the niches I mentioned before. I mean, books is one of those things where could you do it on your own, like on its own, like just a general book niche? You possibly could. You could just go into generalist books and trade, buy, sell, swap, trade books of any sort of nature. Or you can use it, as I said before, into a sub-niche, either on its own or as part of a big sub-niche. So what have I listed here? Fiction, non-fiction, hobbies, gaming, children, travel, electronic and audio books. Babies is another massive one that I haven't listed there. All those sort of things. People are always looking for books for things like that. So whatever your niche is, narrow it down, make sure you're solving a problem. And I think that's the biggest trick. And if you've listened to any of my videos or read any of my posts, I talk about this all the time. You must be solving problems. People search online to solve a problem. So if I'm searching for a cookbook, what problem am I trying to solve? I might want to start French cooking. I might be looking for what ingredients I need to make a paella. I might be looking for barbecue recipes, like smoked meats and things like that. So I've always got a problem that I'm trying to solve. What is the problem that you can address? Baby books. My baby doesn't sleep all night. That's my search. Here's your book. Have a read through this. It will hopefully help solve your problems. If you're writing your posts, books are the same as anything else. And books are probably easy to write about solving problems because inherently they're solving problems as it is. Even fiction books. I'm going to sit by a pool for a week. What am I going to read? So all those sort of things. Even, what was that movie? Some silly movie. Oh, The Holiday. Cameron Diaz, that was on the other night. She bought a whole lot of books to travel overseas with. So, it is something that people inherently have as part of their lifestyle. So if you're solving those problems, why do people want the books? That's what's going to lead them into the books. It doesn't matter what way you're selling them. I'm not going to go, I want a book. Why do I want a book? Do I want a fiction book? Do I want a non-fiction book? Do I need help with something? And that helps with your posts. So people who read non-fiction books are, it's an escape. It's the same as anything else. It's the same reason we watch movies, same reason that we go for walks. It's an escape. So with the fiction book, you're looking at promoting an intangible mood. Do I like thrillers? Do I like romance? Do I want to cry when I read the book? All those sort of things. Look at 50 Shades of Grey. That was a blockbuster. Ask yourself, why did that sell? What problem was that book solving? Was it an escape? Was it a fantasy? Was it, I could go deep into it and get myself in trouble in the video, but what is it? Why do people want to buy that book? That's what you're trying to find in your post. So what is it you're after? If they're non-fiction books, if people are looking for books to help them with babies, to help them with children, to help them, go fishing, they're going to want to know in their post what it is that book can provide. So what solution is that book going to provide to the problem that they've told you by their search and what you've found within the keywords in the search? So have a think about that. What's your niche? And what problems are you solving, and how are you going to target your audience? They're critical elements, but again, with books, I don't think they're that as difficult as some other elements that we have with those sort of things, because people want to buy a book, they'll buy a book. So if you can, again, solve the problem, target what your target audience, or hone in what your target audience is trying to get, you're on your way. What do you need for that? You might need a website, you'll need some social media. So the website allows you to build your post, especially if you're in affiliate marketing. If you're going to sell your own books, you might need a website, or you can go to Etsy or Shopify and set up your own little shop within those, eBay, Amazon. But if you're looking at affiliate marketing or something around that, then where you can write the posts that are solving problems, you'll need a website. If you don't have a website, here's my little plug. Click on the bottom down. Wealthy Affiliate has free access to websites, training on how to build your website. You can even watch me build a website in 7 days if you wish. So click on that below if you're looking to build a website. There's a link, I think, just below where we talk about websites, a big banner there. Click on that. Guarantee you, free of charge, you'll be able to build a website. Social media. Social media is a good platform for books, because people aren't always reading books. They're always on their phones they're often on their phones looking at Facebook and things like that. Facebook groups are a very good way to get into book clubs. I think I listened to Stephen King, found a couple of Stephen King groups. There'll be groups for every sort of book type you can imagine. There's and it doesn't have to be an actual book group. It could be a babies group. Listen to what people are writing about. And you really need help with this. You go and find a book. You write a post about it. Link people to those books. Off you go. So get into your Facebook groups. Instagram and Pinterest are very good, especially if you're in some sort of visual type book niche like cooking. You can put pictures from the book on Instagram, learn how to cook this beautiful mango salad. Here's a picture of mango salad with all the colours, link to your book underneath. So Pinterest is good for that, Instagram's good for that. And Instagram's good for showing people reading books by the beach and by the pool and all that sort of stuff as well. So you'll need a website, you'll need You'll potentially need a website, you'll need some social media, get into the Facebook groups and have a look around there, see what people are saying, see what people need, and you're on your way. So how do we do this? So what are we actually going to sell when we're looking at books? And I've listed two options here. There's affiliate marketing, which is obviously what this site is mainly about. So you'll go and you'll find your affiliate programs for books, which if you click on the link within affiliate programs, it'll take you to another post I've written which lists some affiliate marketing programs for books. You can go to Amazon, you can go to eBay, you can go to any of the big marketplaces as well. You write about the problem solving. So you write about how to get your baby to sleep at night, and review the book. This book talks about this book talks about this. You can get some people to tell you whether they think that would work or not. Write that post, link off to that book. People read your post, oh, that book's helpful, click on that book, they purchase the book, you make the commission from it. The other aspect of selling your books online would be to actually sell the products yourself. Now, as I said before, there's bookshops in our local town that sell books, $3, $2. Pick them up, sell them for $5 online. You can set your price and you can talk about the book. So this is the book I've read. I enjoy this book because of bang, 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 bang. Gets people interested in the book, they purchase the book. Or you can set up a swap or a rental. There's a few affiliate sites there for book rental. So people rent this, like, back in the days when you used to rent your videos, people can rent the book, you ship it to them, they read it, they ship it back. Problem solved. It's a rental basis. You keep the product and you can pick up your products cheap. Like, as I keep saying, you can go to the local markets and they have, there's one in our local markets, and I don't think I've ever been to a local market where there hasn't been books there, where people are selling all books that are just newly off the shelf. People buy them, read them once, donate them to whatever, they pick them up, sell them cheap. Again, you set up a rental agreement or an online trade or an online sell. Whatever it is you're doing. An online trade would be good if you're dealing with if books isn't your major niche, but it's just a little side gig. You can trade books online. They pay for the shipping, maybe $1 per trade or something. So they trade the book, they send you a book, you send them a book, and off they go. So there's a lot of ways you can do it. And as I keep saying, the stats are showing, conversations I have around friends, the fact that there's stall after stall at the markets, that there's bookshops around, people will buy books. And they'll buy them online because they don't need to feel them, they don't need to touch them. And if it's something that you're looking to fund your sea change with and you have an interest in books, obviously you need to have an interest in it, or you'll lose interest in writing your posts. Identify your niche. What sort of books are you going to sell? Is it general or is it a specific sub-niche? What problems are you solving within that sub-niche? So, cooking, you could talk about all the recipes that it covers. You could review, you could compare cookbooks. Is a 3-ingredient cookbook as good as a cookbook by, a Michelin starred, hatted, whichever that is, chef? Those sort of things. So you solve problems, target your audience, have your medium, which is your website, your social media, all those sort of things, and then either affiliate market or get your own, you can set up a drop shipping with your own or whatever you want to do as well. But there it is. That's how to sell books. Hopefully that was helpful. As usual, please have a look at the post below. There's a bit more information there than what I've just rambled on about. As usual, if you're watching this on YouTube, please click on the like and subscribe below to see all my videos. If you are reading the post, any comments below? What sort of books do you like? Have you any ideas on how to sell books? Have you tried selling books? Do you need any help? As usual, comments, questions below would be much appreciated. Hope that's been helpful. As usual, hope you have a great day and have fun. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.